All right, everybody. We're up to day 4 of your Worcester Health Club Challenge. Today we're back into some resistance work and strength. We are going to add a bit of heart rate on the end as well. So this is a good full body workout. You can pick and choose the bits you like the most, but it should challenge you all round. So to start with, we're going to get you to work on an upper body movement and a lower body movement. And we'll use some different tempos to challenge you in different ways. First, we're going to start with is the squats. Now, I'm going to squat down for 6 seconds. So what I want you to do for a start is to just do 1 to get an idea of how low you can get for a start. Okay. And you're going to go consistently moving steadily through the 6 seconds as you lower yourself down. So I'll give you an example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to hold for 3. 1, 2, 3, up for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. I'd like you to do 5 of those and then come down to the ground. We're going to follow a similar sequence for a press up. We need you lowering down for 4 seconds, holding for 2 seconds, and pushing up for 2 seconds. All right, now you can do this on your knees or your toes. Again, do 1 repetition to get an idea of your range of motion. Just watch with this one that you don't push your head forward. Really easy. If I go side on, you notice my head can easily push forward. All right, so I'll give you a demonstration of one. So I'm down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, I want you doing 5 of those. All right. Then we'll get you doing some fast ones. So you can do 10 of those squats quickly and then 10 of the press ups quickly. When I say quickly, let's go 1 up, 1 down. All right. Now I want you to repeat each set twice. So twice for the slow set, 6 seconds down on the squat, 3 second hold, 3 seconds up, 4 seconds down the press up, 2 second hold, 2 second up. All right. You're doing 5 of each, and then 10 reps of the fast one, 1 down, 1 up for each pattern. So do that twice. Let's get you pausing the video now and having a go at that. It's going to take about 2 minutes. Awesome. So that should get some blood flowing, warmed up a little bit. And of course, you can make that as hard as you like. If you want to add more to it, you can simply do more rounds. We'll get a good muscular overload as well. So what I'm going to do is get you starting on the ground. You're in a press-up position. You're going to walk your hands across twice. So my outside leg moves with my opposite hand. I then bring my knee towards my opposite hip and drop down nice and low. Come back in the middle, across, and drop down nice and low. Good. Now I'm going to do 6 repetitions. So I'm across for 6. Spine comes up nice and tall. Across for 6. And spine comes up nice and tall. So when I say across for 6, I'm doing 6 total. I'm going across for 2 and coming back into the middle. Now, a little bit of core work in this, a little bit of hip mobility. Okay, you can be crawling on your knees. You have to be on your toes. You could be on your knees and your hands as you come across and just bring that knee into the middle for a nice glute stretch. When you've done that one there, once you're going to come onto your feet, and you're stepping back for a reverse lunge. So nice and low, drive nice and tall, drive that knee up, come straight back down and drive nice and tall. Now, if I go side on, you know that when I step back, my body weight stays centered over my front foot and I drive nice and tall, keeping myself nice and stable. Let's do 6 on each leg. How could you regress it? If you don't want to do the single leg balancing bit at the end, all right, you can just drive up and stay there. Don't have to do this, but of course you can decide how low you go. So it might even just be the step back is enough, or you can decide to go all the way down to get 90 degrees. All right, so we're going to work through those 2 exercises back to back. I'll go through them one more time. We're crawling, so go across, so 1 and 2, opposite knee to opposite wrist, come back into the middle, 1 and 2, opposite knee. Now you do 6, so it's 3 on each side, and you do 6 of the reverse lunge on each leg. Awesome, pause the video, and I want you going through that 2 times. Awesome work, team. All right, what we're going to do is get you to grab a towel. All right, so pause the video now, grab a towel, just any old bath beach towel you've got available. And what the towel we're going to do is get you to add a big strong resistance. Imagine you're going to try and tear the towel apart. You're then going to get you to balance on one leg, lower yourself down nice and slow, like you're doing a squat. Your back foot can tap the ground if it needs to, and you're going to pull your shoulder blades in like you're doing a row. So pull your shoulder blades towards your spine. You're going to hold that leg position and do that row 5 times. Nice and strong through your shoulder blades. Awesome. Then we'll come up and the same thing on the other side. So I lower myself down for a squat. Now, of course, that could be here, it could be here, or it could be here. You can decide how deep. Of course, the deeper you go, the more challenging it's going to be in your legs. You also just sort of get this back foot off the ground. What I would encourage you to do is to make sure you've got good alignment. So if your back foot's off the ground, but you're doing this, right, just tap that toe down just to ensure you've got good form. Front on, looks like this. I'm really grabbing that towel nice and strong. I'm keeping that resistance on that towel laterally as I pull my shoulder blades in. And that really winds the intensity up, given I don't actually have any resistance on there. Awesome work. So I've got 5 on each leg, so a total of 10 rows. I'm holding that stick, holding that leg position as I'm doing the row. What I'm going to do from there is get you to come down to the grounds. And we'll get your legs coming nice and long, lifting up one leg and reaching up towards your toe, your foot, and coming back down. So the leg lifts off and the torso reaches up towards. And I say torso because it's not about the hand, it's all about the torso. The earlier my torso lifts off, my leg lifts off, the harder the movement becomes as well. Okay, you're going to do 20 of those. So effectively 10 on each side, and I'll get you going through that twice. So the single leg squat with the row, remember tail resistance. All right, 5 rows on each leg, and then coming down to the ground. That exercise is called a reverse jackknife. All right, lifting one leg up, reaching up with your torso. Awesome, 2 times for each of those. Pause the video, and we've got one more round to go. All right, team. So here we go. Last round. This is a wee boxing circuit. Okay, the first move we're going to do is a step to the side, opposite hand, and punch down towards that ankle. Note when I punch, my spine stays nice and tall. So I want real intent in that punch, but I don't want to see you falling forward into a lower back flexion. That's going to load that lower back up a little bit. So I'll step to the side and punch, step to the side and punch, step to the side and punch. I can really make this nice and dynamic. All right, so we're going to get you on there for 20, which is 10 each side. Okay. From that one there, you're going to step back, step through, and kick, squat. Sorry, I said step back, I meant squat, squat, kick, squat, kick. Of course, the kick can be higher, stronger, bigger, or it can be smaller. Okay, you might just lift one leg off, or just lift one knee off if you wanted to. If you want to make it big, again, just try and do 20. We'll get a nice bit of heart rate from this one overall. We come back down to the ground. This time we're going to do a sit-up punch. So a nice tall spine as I come up. Think of bringing your shoulders towards the sky. 1 and 2. And I say punch up because it really helps your posture if you do. If I punch forward, I tend to lean forward. I want you sitting up nice and tall. Now, if coming down to the ground and coming back up isn't realistic, just go down to where you feel good. 1, 1, 2. Come back. Good. And 1, 2. Now, target on that one is 10 rounds. Okay, each round has 2 punches. So round is down and up, followed by 2 hits. Last of the sequence. Again, we're coming out of a squat, out, twist, punch across, down, twist, down, twist. Now I'm connecting the big toe, pedal for the big toe, hips gonna turn, torso turns, and the arm simply finishes off the movement. All right, so boxing is all about the torso, not about the arm. So bang, bang, bang. All right, you got 20. So that was your warm-up round. All right, so 20 lateral, boom. All right, 20 squat, kick. Make that kick as big as you like. 10 sitting up and down with 2 punches, and then 20 twist and hit. All right, so this will be the last part of the video. At the end, I'll get you to add in some of day 2 sequence as a nice cool down. That one should get your heart rate up. I'm going to challenge you to do it 3 times, but you decide what's right for you. You might have enough after 1. You might decide 2 is enough. To try and give 3 a go. You're about 2 minutes around, so 6 minutes worth of work. Definitely going to get the heart rate up. Nice work, team. Look out for day 5 next.